looking back at previous life cycles, and as you were inviting for parents in particular, I mean, a lot of the time, my daughter's almost 8 now, and, a lot of the time where there's like rub or an edge or something internal that I notice, if I really am honest with myself, it usually, don't want to say always, but it usually links back to something from when I was that age or in that life cycle that I didn't get. And so, doing this work is like, it's not just about, I mean, it's a great thing to want to show up as a more, full being as a parent, I think most parents would say, want my children to be able to rise above where I am and, do it a little better. And, we're toiling with that with our own parents, and it takes a willingness to look at what we did get and often what we didn't get in order to grow that ability to show up more fully for our children. So it's not necessarily like a here's a manual for like just say this and your child will now do this. It's like, yeah, if only it was that simple. Sometimes I wish we could just turn to, page 72 and be like, oh yes, that's it, that's what I need to do, or that's how I need to show up for my kid. But what we can do is turn to the internal pages of our life book, to use that metaphor, and there's a lot of information there. And a lot of the time the narrative, the words that we are still using about something, or how we show up in relationship with a partner, how we are at work, are narratives that came from earlier moments that aren't necessarily the healthiest forms of the words that we would actually put to it from our genuine self. So a lot of this work is being able to go back, and it's not changing the truth of what happened, but it's bringing your now more healthy adult perspective to earlier moments from a more witness standpoint, to be able to go, oh, right. If there was, if I had the ability, or there was someone else there that could have held my hand through this, or could have shown up as a mentor, or could have, they might have said something like this.